Welcome to today's show. Today's recipe is a special high fiber cookie of my own invention. It starts with a basic oatmeal cookie and has been expanded out based upon some ingredients that I add to make it more nutritious. I've cut the sugar, I've added some fiber. Excuse me just a moment, please. Well, you know, you see these commercials on TV for a little blue pill that takes care of something as you get older, and the doctor says, you check with your physician to make sure that you're healthy enough for the little blue pill. Well, I don't know if this high fiber cookie is like that or not, but when you look at the ingredients and see how it works, you may want to see if, you can stomach such a cookie with such ingredients. There's nothing in it really bad, but by the time you need a high fiber diet, you may not be able to handle all what's in it. It's made with wholesome ingredients, peanuts and English walnuts and other things that perhaps maybe not everybody can take. So it's like any recipe. Try it if you like, but you're on your own. And maybe I should say, check with your physician before starting with any medicinal cookie program. And without any further ado, let's get on with it. Excuse me. Cookies really aren't difficult. This one is no different. It just has quite a few ingredients. The base ingredient is, of course, common oatmeal. These are just rolled oats, although you could use the fancy steel cut kind that are talked about on the Dr. Wizard show that we see sometimes. 2 cups oatmeal. We have 2 cups of flour. Now this is 1 cup all-purpose self-rising flour and 1 cup whole wheat flour. I use the whole wheat flour in here to give us some additional fiber, and I mix the two together because I need a little bit of a lighter cookie, but I want that extra fiber. We have packed brown sugar, 2/3 cup dark brown sugar. I use a dozen prunes. These I use for not just for a flavor, but they also give it a bind or a gluten, a stickiness as we roll our cookies in the ball. We have common cane sugar, white sugar, 1/2 cup. 1/2 cup raw peanuts. We're going to grind these, 1/2 cup of raw peanuts. We have 1/2 cup raisins. We have 1/2 cup of flaxseed. Now these are going to give our good omegas that we're looking for in our diet. We're going to add in walnuts, 1/2 cup of walnuts. Now I've not tried this, but one of these days I'm going to make this recipe with pistachios, with shelled pistachios, because I understand that pistachios have even more fiber in the nut than do the walnut. I'll have to try that sometime. For a little fruit here, a beautiful little red fruit is the cranberry, dried cranberry, 1/2 cup of the dried cranberry. It's going to give her vitamin C and their bioflavonoids and all those wonderful little goodies running around in there. We have, for additional fiber, we have some oat bran. That also gives us a little bit of a gluten effect to it. It makes it a little sticky too. We have 1 egg, 1/2 cup of milk. And for our fats, we're going to use just 1/2 cup of your basic shortening and 1/2 cup of a butter-like substance that's of yellow color type stuff. So with no further ado, we have one remaining liquid substance to it, which is the vanilla, 1 teaspoon. And to help it rise, we have 2 powders in here. We have a baking soda, 1 teaspoon, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Also, you might add, if you like, a dash of salt or so. You maybe not. It's up to you. And without any further ado, what do you say we make us some cookies? Now, first thing we start with is we take the fats and we add them to our bowl. And we're going to add our sugar and our other sugar. And we're going to add our teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add in, well, let's just add this into our dry ingredients up here. Take these and add these into our bowl. And we're going to mix these in. Let's add our egg. Our milk. We're going to have to add in oatmeal, our fruit, our nuts, and we have two things we have to use a little food processor on. Our peanuts, which we have to grind, and we have to grind up our prunes. And then we mix this by hand. We add this at the very last because we're going to have to mix this with our hands, and we might as well get our gloves on and get right to it. Now, add a peanut. This is for the kind of unusual thing. This stuff is not camera friendly, but it works. And you might want to add a few more of these in here. They're actually very tasty. As you can see, that's going to pack together just fine to make a ball. That is going to ball up just fine. Now, this batch should make 20 balls or 20 cookies. And that's what I'd figured the nutritional information for, and I'll put that up for you momentarily. And that's what separates this cookie from anybody else's oatmeal cookie. Now, what we have is we've rolled out 10 balls of dough, and I haven't shown you that because I'm assuming you know how to roll dough. I'm going to put a little water on the back side of a spatula, and we'll take it and we'll give them a little cookies, a little assistant getting flat. For 20 minutes, 375 for 20 minutes. Our beeper has gone off. Let's take our cookies out. Let's let them cool just a tad. Our timer is going off. Let's get our cookies out. Like they've done just fine. And that's all there is the special high fiber cookie, oatmeal cookie. That ought to get you going, figuratively and literally. Slide that on down. Hope you have enjoyed today's film. And stop in and see me again.